The starting point was this idea of geologic time in history. Now it's about how humans interact with time, how humans interact with the environment, and what is the artist's relation to time. Sometimes you find people leave out books for people to take, and one of these books was Basin and Range by John McPhee. And in this book, he describes part of mostly Nevada in the United States in this kind of geologic terms, as well as personal terms of this geologist that he was on a trip with. And I felt that this idea of really long periods of time would be interesting to grapple with in musical terms. Other components came into it, such as Robert Smithson. This idea of the land and the artist coming together seemed almost natural. So this idea of the non-studio artist kind of fascinated me as well, even as a musician, because a lot of what I do is, with like field recordings or, working, in libraries, doing research. I mean, there's not necessarily a studio that I work in. It's going to be modular in that each part is going to be discrete. So the speakers, the violinists, the guitarist, the field recordings and the bass frequencies and the video, all of those parts are going to be at some level independent of everything else. The text and the singers, they're going to have their own parts, but they won't necessarily be related with what everyone else is doing. So things are going to be happening in different time streams. These recordings that are going in the boombox are recordings of the filming of the video. So the trip that I'm taking with my friend Ben, our trip is going to kind of mirror the trips that were done in the John McPhee book. Recordings of our movement across the United States. The idea would be that these mobile boomboxes could be moved throughout the space to resituate the sound for the audience at different times. I hope that people will be able to take in these ideas of deep time, history, the role of humanity on the land, and then the idea of how artists are integrated into a time, a place,